Welcome back, sports fans. My name is Caitlyn.
And I'm Ian.
And we are here at the 100-meter dash, the Qwop, or Qwop, as they call it.
Qwop it to me, some would say.
Now, you see, this event is very simple. All 4 runners will have 15 minutes to get as far along in the 100-meter track as they possibly can. And whoever gets to the furthest distance will win gold.
This is true. The running, however, is made all the more complicated by the fact that each individual piece of the leg is controlled by a separate button. So the contestants will have to master their limbs in order to triumph.
Yes, they will. Now, each contestant has had a warm-up of 5 minutes to practice the controls before jumping into the official round. Who'll be playing for us today, Ian?
Well, we'll have Rick representing Imperium Ludum, Ian, love that name, from Youbetchastan, Lindsay from Daisy Baby Bitch territory, and Dave from Tierra de los Hermanos Hook.
It should be a wonderful race today, a wonderful race.
Very much looking forward to diving in, so let's do that right now.
All right, we're gonna see as they get up to the start line, the countdown, and they're off. All right, everyone has got to a pretty good start.
Seeing a lot of splits. Everybody is
Lindsay has to start over.
Limbering up a little bit here. A lot of tipping over, a lot of
splits, a lot of back leg slides. Ooh, Dave is currently at 2.3 meters, the furthest so far.
Seeing Lindsay seems to have some excellent form. We're getting a lot of jumping type actions here.
Rick, too, seems to be also copying Dave's slide maneuver. He is now slowly gaining distance. Oh, and Ian, a sad backwards fall. He's back at the beginning.
The ever-popular walk with your knee and heel technique. You've heard this mentioned all the time in running, similar to lift with your legs, not with your back. Run with your knee and your heel, not with your feet.
Yes, absolutely, Ian. That is a crucial part of this sport. Oh, once again, Ian and Lindsay have had to start over. Rick is slowly climbing his way up. He is currently at 4 meters. He's reached 4 meters now.
Lindsay unfortunately falling backwards.
But Dave is still in the front, almost at 10 meters. Dave of Tierra de los Hermanos Hook currently at 10 meters. This race is really heating up, ladies and gentlemen.
Using a technique I believe referred to as the truffle shuffle, to sort of scuff along the ground here.
Yes, the truffle shuffle originated about 1993 from a runner named David Truffle.
This is true. Taking his name, of course, from the Goonies.
Unfortunately, Lindsay has had to start over once again, but Ian has found himself in a good pace. He's currently up to 3 meters. Rick now at 10 meters, but Dave is still far ahead with 16.8 meters.
That tap, that heel tap, you see, he's dragging himself along by the heel. Truly an incredible athlete, truly an incredible competitor.
Seasoned competitor. This technique is flawless. And unfortunately, Rick has had to start over again. But Lindsay is making some lunge and she's back to the start.
The splits technique again, the Van Damme approach. Very, very popular.
Lindsay is starting powerful with big knees forward, but unfortunately she's losing her balance.
And another flip.
But now Ian is pulling himself forward, currently at 7 meters with another truffle slide.
Sliding forward, and Dave with an indomitable 25 meters.
Absolutely wonderful. He is truly showing here today, Ian. He has been running for a long time. He is known to the Olympic circuit for many years now, and he is here showing us that he can still do it. He's a multi-winner in the past.
At this point, it is Dave's game to lose. However, do not count out these competitors.
Each one is pulling forward. Ian, now at 10 meters, slowly gaining some space. We might have him coming from behind.
This is true. The true challenge is you want the legs to work as a unit. It becomes complicated because the calves seem to want to almost explode away from the rest of the body. And you have to fight that temptation.
You really need to pull yourself together and have your appendages work as one, almost as if your fingers are controlling them. A Qwop, as they say.
Yes. Interestingly enough, Lindsay's form appears to be the most practical. The steps take the most standard seeming shape. Oh, and another tumble backwards.
Unfortunately, it backfires, but we have some competitors. Rick, currently up to 9 meters. He now has a very wonderful spread-legged knee movement going on. He's pulling himself forward, and he's about to beat his own best. Ian, up to 18 meters now, really gaining on Dave. Though Dave's lead grows ever farther, 42.3 meters.
The rock star slide seems to be taking the field by storm here. The slight scuffle forward. Meanwhile, Lindsay going for the full true steps and getting some excellent steps in. However, not making it much more than 4 meters at a time.
You see, Lindsay is going for a very risky strategy. She knows that if she gets good full steps in, doesn't rely on a slide, she can move quickly. However, the high risk, high reward of that seems to not be paying off for her today. She has been having several backwards and forward tumbles.
Oh, and Dave now arriving at a hurdle.
Dave has made it to the hurdles already.
At 50 meters.
Dave is really showing his A game today. We are barely 4 minutes and 45 seconds in, and he's already made it to the first hurdle.
His groin has cleared. No, it has not.
He's going to slide
Attempting the groin clear. Dave could be in trouble.
Dave has... He just has to get his toe.
He's dragging.
Oh, no!
He seems to be caught on the hurdle.
He's caught on that hurdle. He needs to clear that hurdle if he wants to move forward. He has the gold in his eyes.
His ankle will have to clear the hurdle. He has done it.
He's cleared that hurdle.
Yet he continues to drag the hurdle behind him. Can he clear the hurdle?
Meanwhile, Ian, almost at 30 meters. He is making his way slowly but surely. If Dave continues to run into hurdles and lose space and time, Ian could come crawling up behind him.
Dave has done it. Dave has officially left behind the first hurdle.
That first hurdle is a doozy. It can drop many a seasoned performers, seasoned runners. It has dropped many.
Moving forward now in a full kickboxer pose. We see him scuffling along.
Unfortunately, Lindsay is still struggling near the start of the line, slowly getting her bearings, but continuing with her high risk, high reward, and it's not paying off. See, that's the issue, is sometimes trainers and coaches will not train you outside of one specific method. They'll get you in one method and then you're stuck there. And if it starts not working for you, it can be really difficult to get out of that spiral.
It really does become a mixed martial art of running.
Absolutely. Great metaphor, Ian. Wonderful metaphor.
Thank you.
Let's check in on our runners. Rick in third place, currently at 32.7 meters. Ian is our second place, 36 meters now, a wonderful showing. And Dave still far ahead, 65.6 meters.
Seemingly unstoppable, however, tipping backwards.
His balance, he's
precarious.
As he gets farther, he gets more tired and he has to watch his balance. Lindsay back at the start again. She just can't seem to get a hold of it. And she's such a strong competitor too.
The form is there, the step, the confidence.
She did so well in her qualifiers, but sometimes that gold medal run can just be a lot.
It all comes down to a single moment, and sometimes those moments are glorious, and sometimes they elude us.
Rick is slowly gaining pace behind Ian. Will he overtake Ian? He's just a few meters behind.
Barely behind
he's
now.
Hot on his tail. Rick is hot on Ian's tail. Will he gain forward? Will he overtake?
They are neck and neck.
They're neck and neck. We could be seeing a switch up.
We have seen it.
Rick is now in second place. Can he hold this lead? Can he keep up this pace? His speed from behind has been quite remarkable.
He has a wide stance, giving himself a little bit more push with every single clench.
Where I feel Ian is getting a little bit stuck on his back knee, causing him to slow in pace. He hasn't lost balance, but it's definitely slowing him down.
We could be seeing a bit of panic coming out of Ian right now. You'll see he's in danger of tipping backwards, as I believe he's getting a little more aggressive and a little more sharp with his pulls forward.
But he's overtaken Rick now.
Dave, however, with the confidence of a monk.
Now at 80 meters, Dave is showing us what a true Olympian is today. This pace, this distance he has made is absolutely amazing, ladies and gentlemen. I have not seen a lead like this since the 2010 Olympics in Vancouver.
Truly the Usain Bolt of doing the splits and scraping yourself along a track.
And Ian has made it to the first hurdle. This is a big part of the run. Can he clear that hurdle?
This is where we separate the competitors from the other competitors who are unable to do the thing.
Lindsay has pulled a wonderful pace. She just beat her best
Tremendous.
score, 7 meters. Good for Lindsay. That's the best she's made so far.
Performing a bad leg break by the look of it.
Oh no. Will she still run?
Possibly.
Lindsay at the starting
She's
line.
going to attempt it again.
She's attempting. Ooh, bad start. Lindsay's just suffered an injury on the track, but she is pushing forward. She will not give up her dream of Olympic gold.
Rick now also arriving at the hurdle, attempting to taunt it.
Ian is just halfway over the hurdle. He just needs to have his groin and back leg clear the hurdle. This is a dangerous time, ladies and gentlemen. The hurdle can spell disaster.
This is one of the most traditionally dangerous moments of any relay race. Oh! Ian
maintaining that balance. That was so clutch.
The spirit of a champion.
Rick is sliding over. He's trying to form a split to help himself get over the hurdle.
Dave on another continent, approaching 100 meters.
Oh, Rick is almost over the... Oh, he's pulled it forward.
Dave now arriving at a prompt to jump.
Dave is coming up to the 100-meter jump. Can he make it?
National hero.
Dave has made it to 100 meters in 59 seconds. Amazing. Dave, that was fabulous. That lead is so instrumental. They're going to start him back at the beginning to see if he can do it again, but I don't know if anyone can pass that lead of 100 meters that Dave has found.
The only possible way to beat that now would be to reach the end of the track and beat the 0.4 meters that Dave was able to jump into the sand.
This could be a bright day for Tierra dos los Hermanos hook. Rick has, I believe, passed the hurdle at 55 meters, while Ian seems to be carrying it with him instead of going over top of it.
Dave, having lost his original stance, now having some difficulty rejoining the fray.
But after such a wonderful run like that, does he think he doesn't need to? He could be overconfident.
It's his game to lose at this point.
At this point, all we need is Rick or Ian to beat him in the long jump, and we will see who the true winner is.
Well, in a way, all these competitors are winners. They've truly demonstrated the heart of champions.
Absolutely. Rick saluting to the judges. Rick, thank you so much for the salute. We respect you. You are a wonderful competitor.
The core strength to hold that pose is immeasurable.
And to take the time to salute the audience, those waving signs for Imperium Ludum.
A real thank you for the fans and the support.
Rick is a real hometown hero in Imperium Ludum.
Absolutely.
He's a large amount of family here, cheering him on. It's an honor to watch him compete today. Ian is still carrying the jump with him.
He's managed to scuff it along for about 12 meters.
It slows him down, but he is still managing to hold his lead in front of Rick. Lindsay struggling through her injury, but doing her best. She wants to show everyone here today that she can run, even through her injury, and show us the best.
Truly inspiring.
Truly inspiring.
Ian, once again, on the western side of the
hurdle seems to be giving him a lot of trouble today. Something we did not see in his practice runs.
A great deal of groin trauma.
Absolutely. It can be very detrimental, and if it gets up in a place you don't want it to be, that can be the end of your run.
That could spell the end of a champion's day.
Dave is taking his time. He knows he has the score to beat. And we are nearing our 15-minute line, so we will see, can Rick and Ian pull it to the end and give Dave a run for his money?
It now becomes the battle for silver.
Ian seems to be stuck on the hurdle still as Rick overtakes him.
Rick now with the pinch and push maneuver.
Making good distance, really showcasing his split maneuvers.
Popularized in the mid-90s, the split and pinch.
Was very much used by most runners for a long time, before the truffle shuffle came along.
This is true. This is true. A different time in this great sport of kings.
Rick is currently at 68 meters. Ian slowly falling behind due to his hurdle troubles. Dave simply having a bit of fun at the starting line.
Again, a small amount of showboating from our reigning first-place competitor. Certainly no time to let up, but definitely his position to lose at this point.
Rick has now reached 70 meters. Ian running close behind him. Lindsay is still working her way towards her best, her 7.4 meter best. Very good, especially with the injury she's working through.
Yes, you don't often see the backward horse leg on a competitor who then chooses to continue.
Very brave. Very brave. We have just under a minute left in this run. Will Dave take home gold, or will Rick and Ian catch up?
Moments away now.
Rick continuing his slide. Ian still being hassled by that hurdle. He seems to be struggling to clear it and simply dragging it with him.
Some competitors do decide that rather than risking a tip while clearing a hurdle, it is simply better to drag it beneath oneself.
Lindsay, just about at her best. She may even beat...
Oh!
And that injury giving her more trouble.
The tightness in those tendons.
Oh, we just
After
have
an
about
injury.
15 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. 15 seconds left.
Who will take the silver medal here today?
Rick and Ian neck in neck. It could be anyone's race.
Moments away. 2 seconds.
And we have it, our gold medal champion, Dave, Tierra de las Manos, and Rick with the silver, Ian with the bronze. And Lindsay showed a wonderful relay today, despite her injury, gave it her all, really made her family back home in Daisy Baby Bitch territory proud.
Truly, champions one and all. True competitors to the last.
This is Dave's 5th gold medal in a row. He's truly making a wonderful show here. Oh, and you can just hear the crowd in Tierra de los Hermanos Hook screaming his name. He is making them so proud. Once again, our gold medal winner, Dave, silver to Rick, bronze to Ian, and Lindsay. Lindsay, you have my respect for showing the world that you will run and you will fight regardless of the injury you receive on that track.
This is true. This is true. Not an easy sport, not a simple endeavor, but certainly one that all of these champions have undertaken heroically here today. We are so thrilled to have been witness to this moment
This
in
greatness.
sporting history.
I am Caitlyn.
And I am Ian.
Signing off for now. We will see you at the next one.
Enjoy the rest of the games.